Hello and welcome back on board. In my last video I mentioned that I will stay longer in British Columbia. Therefore, here is another video with the Piper PA-18 Super Cub to watch. It is early June and I was flying the Cub in the mountains of the Coast Mountains. The sun will set soon and I'm on my way towards the Bella Coola airfield. However, I will not be landing there. I am flying along the Bella Coola River and will find a place to land on a gravel bar and spend the night there. During one of my last flights, I have already made myself aware of this. What I don't like at all is the rendering of the shore area. Those straight lines hurt the eyes. I don't know, is this because the Bella Coola scenery was made for X-Plane 11 or is it due to low altitude flight? Leech, my landing site comes into view on our right. The gravel bed is free of obstacles and long enough for a safe landing. There is nothing to tell about the landing. The Cub feels comfortable here. This is exactly what it was built for, and this is exactly what is still appreciated and loved for in aviation circles. Everything went well. Here I stay, pitch my tent under the wing, warm myself at the campfire, eat self-caught fish, and hope that the grizzly bears will leave me alone at night. Let's not get it wrong. The video is not over now. No, it really starts now. I had a pleasant, quiet night and already started at dawn with the preparations for my flight today. The Cub's engine is already running and I have done the necessary checks. I have fuel in the tanks for about 3.5 hours of flight time. That's enough for the planned flight to Mechmel Fisheries and the next refueling stop in Port Hardy, including a reserve for a possible alternate airfield. But the weather is definitely flyable, so let's go. Close the window, then it will be quiet. Before takeoff check. Flaps first stage. Trim slightly nose down. Fuel tank selector on both. Mixture rich. Oil pressure, oil temperature and cylinder head temperature in the green range. QNH set. Engine max power. Brake released and a swerve to the left caused by torque will be stopped with full right pedal to bring the cab back to course. Tail up and build speed. I wait until 60 knots are reached and by pulling lightly on the stick I take the plane off the ground. A quick look at the route ahead. On a direct course it would be about 45 miles to Mechmel Fisheries. However, I will fly east of the direct course, make a detour to Mount Sockstedt and then fly to Mount Candle at 9,500 feet, making the route slightly longer. First intermediate destination will be Snooty Peak at 2,324 meters, which I will head for first, and until then I'll sign off, leaving you alone with the pictures. It's slightly bumpy here at 7,000 feet and I'm bussy holding attitude and heading. And now it's starting to rain. I am across Snooty Peak at 2,324 meters and initiate a left turn to the Mount Sockstedt, which I already have in view ahead of me. I have already turned up the cabin heater, and just to be on the safe side, I activate the carburetor preheater. This mountain is 2,908 meters high, so is approximately as high as Germany's highest mountain, the Zugspitze. Here there are still some glaciers. The meaning is still because also these are melting. There is a dark cloud above me, but I will still try to climb to 9,500 feet. I mentioned that the equipment of the Cub is very Spartan, but I miss an outside temperature display already in this airplane. Simply wonderful, this view from up here. Even here in the simulator, which is always criticized for its landscape representation, this is an impressive picture. How beautiful it might look in the original. No wonder this area is so popular with tourists. I turn south, climb to 9,500 feet and enjoy the view. When I fly over the Noack River Valley, I'll report back. Below me is a no-ike river and above me a threatening dark cloud. But everything is in the green sector, and ahead you can also see that it is getting brighter. What I can also see ahead is my next target, the Mount Candle. This is a significant peak that looks like a pyramid set into the mountains. I stay at this altitude and disable again the carburetor preheat. These mountains are a part of the Coast Mountains, a large mountain range on the west coast of British Columbia. The mountains extend from the Bella Coola River in the north to the Fraser River in the south. There are nearly 1,500 named peaks in over 1,433 named sub-mountains in the Pacific Range. The highest and best known peak is Mount Waddington at 4,014 meters. It is still about 25 nautical miles to Mount Candle, or about 14 minutes flying time. I will shorten this a bit as well, so as not to make the movie too long. The 2,180 meter high Mount Candle is below us, and I have started the descent. Next target, the mountain's crest in front of me, and after that I can descend more in a valley until I reach Ovikenyo Lake and fly over water eastwards to the nearby Mechmel Fisheries Camp. Until then, a little info about the camp. In 1998, Mechmel Fisheries was opened and surveyed by helicopter when researchers from the Department of Fisheries needed to measure the water level and examine the fish population in the nearby river. The result was Mechmel Fisheries Camp, a 900-meter narrow strip of brush 44 nautical miles south of Bella Coola. The camp was only open for 6 months and was rarely used after that. Today you can visit the old strip and some of the abandoned facilities. From here there are hiking trails to the 2 beaches in the area and a lodge with a helipad. The scenery is perfect for those who want to get their tires dirty on a short, challenging gravel strip. For those who want to take it a step further, the beach is fully modeled and can be used as a landing pad to challenge your skills while having some fun. Ovikenyo Lake is reached. This is a fjord lake formed by glaciers whose total water area is about 95 square kilometers and which is about 56 kilometers long. It is formed by a chain of 4 partial lakes separated by narrows. Several glacier-fed inflows flow into the lake, including the Mechmel River, which we soon will reach. I can already see the landing strip ahead of me in 11 o'clock position. However, I will first fly over Mechmel Fisheries at low altitude to see if the landing strip is free of obstructions. There is still logging going on here, and it happens that the loggers put the trees down on the trail or park their vehicles there. The loggers are well disposed towards me and have kept the landing strip clear, so there is nothing in the way of landing. Then concentration on the landing. Fuel tank selector Bose. Mixture full rich. I didn't even mention this during the flight. I gradually leaned the mixture in climb and adjusted it accordingly in cruise. In descent, I gradually increased the richness of the mixture again. You can see this in the cockpit shots. The flaps are extended to the first stage and carburetor preheat is turned off. turning into the right base. Speed about 17 knots, flaps full down. Final, speed about 16 knots. In the final part there is a hill in the way, and behind it a few high trees that the loggers forgot to cut down. But no problem. 900 meters of runway are by far enough for a landing with the Cub. Very nice safe on ground, and as always with the Cub, when rolling out the dance on the pedals to keep the direction. As soon as the dust has settled, I roll back to the camp to park the Cub there. I hereby say goodbye to you and hope that you enjoyed the flight. It would be nice if you could let me know in the comments. While working on this video, I found out that there is a reality expansion pack for the Piper Super Cub from SimCoders. I will definitely get this, and maybe there will be another video with the PA-18 Super Cub. Bye bye.